A dream is a seed of travel, and we all have at least one such dream which we are yet to fulfill. I've started today to realize one such dream right of mine. A dream I saw a decade ago while I was on a train looking out at a stretch of road sneaking beside my window. I had mostly forgotten about that stretch until recently. This time around, I had the time and means to fulfill the dream. It's time to sow the seed and let it grow into a tree of memories.
Good morning, folks. I have already left for the ride. This will be a ride of surprises, so I'm not gonna reveal the destination as of yet unless it's obvious. But for today, the destination is Sambalpur. Today is the 8th of March, and it is about 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm already an hour and a half late from my schedule. It took a long while to actually strap the bags in and then to start the ride. Guys, I've already crossed Shatragati bridge, and I was a little scared that I'll get a lot of heavy vehicle traffic to start the day with, but I think Holi has done the trick for me. There's barely any heavy vehicle traffic, and I'm just sailing through. I'm technically out of the city. As I mentioned, the first stop will be Baharagoda, and thereafter every 100 kilometers. Just about to cross the first toll for this ride. My helmet is basically a graveyard of sorts. There's so many insects on my visor right now. I probably would have to stop at some point of time, not too far, and clean it up and then proceed. The toll that I crossed was Dhulaguri. The next one would be Debra. There is a considerable distance between both, but let's try and cover it as soon as possible. So I've reached Kolkata. It's been about an hour and 7 minutes. So I would have to stop to readjust the bag. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes, and I'll be back on the road again. Alright, so I'm done all with my adjustments and left Kolkata. It took a little longer than expected, but then that's okay. It's much more comfortable now. Earlier the bag was pushing me ahead, so it's comfortable now. And now I'm headed to Kharagpur. From there I'll head to Baharagoda. So I'm close to Keonjhar Air Base. On an earlier occasion, one of my friend and I had come to actually see the whatever we could see of the base, but there's hardly anything that you can see. So we had to go back disappointed. But the area is actually very beautiful. Okay, so this is Lothashuri forest. There was a board little while back which says this is Lodashuli. It's a beautiful place. All these new leaves are giving it such a vibrant color. As of yet, I've done about 168 kilometers. Baharagoda should not be that far. So I'd be crossing from West Bengal into Jharkhand. But in Jharkhand, I'd probably ride for about 15-20 kilometers because I'd be crossing into Odisha beyond. To get to Sambalpur, I'll have to cross Keonjhar. I've heard that it's a beautiful place. Unfortunately, I would not be able to explore much of Keonjhar, but then, yeah, whatever is visible on the road, I can certainly show that to you. There are certain Ghat sections. I think I'd be crossing Eastern Ghats today, so there are certain Ghat sections. I'll record them once we are there. It's going to be the first time for me as well on this bike. I'm pretty excited about the ride today. The weather is quite nice as of yet. It's comfortable. Since this is early morning, it's just about 8 o'clock now, so I'm not sure what would be the scenario when the sun is overhead. Beautiful place. Yeah, so what I was saying is that it's pleasant now. We'll see till when it stays the same. Alright, so in these photos and videos there are clues where am I actually headed. So if you do find one, in the comment section, write in the comment section where do you think I'm headed. Let's do this. Baharagoda is just 16 kilometers away, Sambalpur 391. Should be another 8 hours. I should be in Sambalpur. Okay, so I just refueled. I have crossed into Jharkhand somewhere behind. There was no check post, so I couldn't know. The fuel prices here are much lesser. It's 100 rupees, I think 10 paisa or something. But it's about 6 rupees lesser than Kolkata. But for some reason, I don't know why, my bike's giving me a terrible mileage. So it gave me about 33 so far. Before I started the journey, I had actually gone to the Hero service center for the second servicing. I told them about the issue, but then I don't know, did they make any change or not, I am not sure. The mileage now is absolutely terrible. The third servicing will be on the trip itself, so I have to talk to those guys to get an understanding of what exactly is the situation and if there is a fix. Because ideally this bike gives about 40 on highways, but 32, considering that, is way lesser. So we'll have to look into this matter. Alright, anyway, for now the update is that I'm in Jharkhand. Baharagoda is about 8 kilometers away now. Okay, so 5 maybe. There was a small milestone there. So this is where I break off. The road this way leads to Jamshedpur. I have to take a left up ahead. This is Baharagoda. and I have to take a left for Sambalpur up ahead. I'll find a good place to eat. So I'm making pretty good time. It's about 8:40 and I've already crossed Baharagoda. So ideally it took me about 3 hours, 3.5 hours to cross about 200 kilometers. I stopped for breakfast, but they didn't have good options. All they had was puri, and this early in the morning I don't want to have puri. So I'm heading towards Odisha. Let's see if they have better options. From Jharkhand, the place that I'll cross into Odisha is called Jamsola. So I'm headed to Jamsola. It's not very far. Shouldn't take more than half an hour max. It's a cloudy sky, so it's not very sunny, and hence, the weather is very comfortable for riding. Okay, so I'm already crossing Jharkhand. This is the state border. Once I'm through this bridge, I'll be in Odisha. After Baharagoda, the next point that I had in my mind is Bangriposi. Bangriposi is up ahead, somewhere around 80 to 90 kilometers from Baharagoda, and thereafter it's Keonjhar, another 80 to 90 kilometers. I couldn't find something to eat, not exactly what I wanted to. I just wanted to have a bread and omelette or some just toast, but they don't have these things. They have puri sabzi. So this is the fourth toll for the day. So there was a board behind which says Keonjhar is 139 kilometers. Before Keonjhar there'd be Jashipur. I didn't read it right, so either of them. Bangriposi is just about 11 kilometers more. And let's see, I think I'll have lunch at Keonjhar. Alright, so the road is beautiful here. There was just a small patch of bad roads, and that too because they were constructing a road there. Otherwise the road is very good. So I'm already very close to Eastern Ghats now, and the Ghat section would start very soon. I hope you're enjoying thus far. The challenge is still on. There are hidden clues all over the video. If you realize where exactly am I headed, write it in the comment section. So that's the Ghat road that I might have to take. Yeah, the trip's getting more and more interesting at every minute. The sound of the bike has completely changed. It is much more bassier now. Sounds amazing. Okay, so there's a lot of heavy vehicle here and the roads are not good. Hi guys, so I'm about 225 kilometers away from Sambalpur. There's nothing open. There's nothing that is open as of now. No dhabas, nothing is open. So there's barely any shades as well. All the trees and everything are a little far away from the main road. So I cannot even stop under any shade. I've been riding all the way. Probably that this way I'll make good time and I'll reach Sambalpur a little early. I was guessing that I'll reach there by 6:30. I might reach by 5:30. That's all that I can see, the silver lining in this entire thing. Apart from that, the roads are good. There's no challenge with the roads. There's no traffic on the road as well, so it's pretty easy sailing through. Alright, so I'll see you somewhere ahead where I can find some food. I'm a little tired right now. This Ghat section that you see is a stretch of 40 kilometers. So there's no price guessing. It's the most beautiful part of the road, and that it's a driver's paradise, drivers and riders paradise. It's a continuous bend. There's barely any straight roads. Beautiful, and the view on the side is just breathtaking. What I've understood is that these roads are very less traveled, so only heavy vehicle traffic is here. Apart from that, there's barely any private vehicles, at least for today. But if you get a chance, I would say do come here. Forget about the destination. Forget about everything, just come here for this particular road. It's beautiful. You'll have so much fun riding or driving here. For Sambalpur, I think I have about 140 or 150 kilometers left. There is no sign of any dhaba, restaurant, hotel whatsoever. So I think I'll just sail through. I'll take small breaks here and there, but there's no point stopping. It's about 1:07 right now. I am hoping to reach by 4:30 maybe. I just crossed a marketplace, and the entire marketplace is closed. So Holi or otherwise, I would suggest anyone traveling on this road, just carry some food with you. I'm about 125 kilometers away from Sambalpur now. It's about It's quarter to 2. Mostly it's toll roads, so the road condition is very good. So by 4 I should be at Sambalpur. Thereafter I'll have to find a hotel and park myself for the night. Okay, so here's the river. I'm so sorry, I forgot the name of the river. I just read it. I think it's Brahmani river. So I'm crossing Kandhal now. That's what the board says. Sambalpur must be another 110 kilometers approximately. Another 35 kilometers I'll take a rest. More than my rest, the bike needs some rest. I've been riding for very long now. It feels like I've leased this road. I can count in one hand the number of vehicles that I've seen on this road, and for about the past 1 hour or so I haven't seen even a single vehicle on this road. I am the only one traveling. There's a temple on the hilltop. Nice. So I just checked, Sambalpur is about 93 kilometers from here. It shows 1.5 hours more. Alright guys, so took a rather longer break. The bike really needed a break, so took a half an hour break and back on the road again. Sambalpur is 70 kilometers away. Google says it should take about 1.5 hours, but if I can maintain a decent speed, I think I should be able to reach Sambalpur before that. I'm a little low on fuel, but I've checked that on the highway just before the turn to Sambalpur there's a Bharat Petroleum petrol pump, so I'm gonna fill up from there. I'm hoping that it should not be a trouble to reach that place. Last 70 kilometers for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna start early again. Tomorrow it's another 550 kilometers of travel, so it's gonna be an early day. Hi folks, so as you can see, I'm in a hotel right now. I reached Sambalpur at about 4. I quickly found a hotel and parked myself. I got some sleep, had some food and slept a little more. I was quite exhausted, to be honest. It was a little over 550 kilometers for today.
I covered it in 11 hours. There's been a lot of things that went wrong today. I was not planning to make this video, but then I wanted to summarize the entire day and put a closure to it. So when I started riding, for some reason the jack for external mic kept falling off, and a lot of audio was not recorded. But then that's okay, I can substitute that some other way. Uh, then you're already aware of the fact that the mileage is terrible. I've already spoken about it. The last time when I was at Hero Service Center, I spoke to those guys about the mileage situation, and they were very reluctant to even acknowledge the problem. They gave me some vague answers and said that they have made some fixes and it would be better, but then in no way it is better now. Anyway, so that is an issue that I have to take up with the service center in the next visit. Apart from that, as you've already seen throughout the day, there were no restaurants, no shops open for me to eat anything. So I had to survive on water and 2 bottles of Maza. After about 2 p.m., there were certain restaurants open by the side of the highway, but then I was not in a mood to stop, because if I would have had some heavy food at that point of time, any food at that point of time, I would have felt very sleepy. And there were points in the day where I was very reluctant to make even any videos, because I was not feeling that great. The first day itself, and the hassles that I was going through, I was not feeling that energy. You would have you would probably agree with the kind of tone that I had in the video. Again, apologies for that. It was sort of my mistake, because I anticipated this kind of a situation since it was Holi today, and people would have been celebrating, so a lot of shops wouldn't have been open. I should have got some snacks before I started the journey, but then even I forgot to do that. Anyway, so that's said and done, and I'm hoping that this tomorrow would be a better day. That's it. That's all about it. I did not record much towards the end of the journey before reaching Sambalpur, because I was not feeling very well, so I was not in a mood to record. Tomorrow morning when I'm leaving, I'll show you this the Sambalpur town as much as I can. It's the entire town is shut. There is not even a single shop that is open. So it's a little crazy for me to understand the fact that a Holi celebration can shut down an entire town like this. Anyway, so people have their own ways of celebrating. I cannot put any expectations on that. That's okay. That's it. So this was the first part of the first leg. There's a lot many more videos to come. A 12-day trip wherein I would be riding for 9 days, and the distance covered would be a little over 4,500 kilometers. I'm sure we will go through a lot of mistakes, this and that, through the entire journey. This will help me learn as well. I hope you will sit through the videos and go with me for the experience. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you in the next video.